everyone, welcome to this video. I am Jess, and in today's reading we'll be taking a look at, can you trust this person that you're thinking about right now? So we're gonna go deep, trying to find out their motives and energy and see where their motives are coming from. And we'll also try and find out what you can expect from them with all of that will be mentioned. And at the end, we'll be looking at some advice cards for whatever you need to know about this person, this connection, anything. So with that being said, let's now take a closer look at the 5 groups in front of us. So I chose a specific theme for this video, and I thought, for all of these reasons, I thought, you know what, this is about, can you trust this person or not? This is about their true, well, not true colors, but their energy, and if you can trust them. And it's not about lying, it's not about, wishy-washy kind of stuff. We're gonna look at them very deeply, and I feel like clear quartz just really gave me a feeling like, yeah. So it's not really much different, but there are different kind of crystals on top, even though they're all clear quartz. So if you still need a moment to find out which group is calling out to you, you can pause the video right now, and when you're ready, you can click on the timestamp in the description box down below to fast forward to your reading. Feel free to choose more than one group if you feel called to do so, because you may be wanting to know more about multiple people in your life. Feel free to take as many as you want, as long as it resonates, and I will see you in your reading. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading, and thank you so much for being here. So this is going to be all about, can you trust this person right now who is on your mind? So I'm just going to put your crystal here, stay. And we're gonna go start by looking at their energy right now, and what you need to know about that. All right, so for their energy, we have the child magical, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Denial, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Clean it up with number 21. Then we have a success card, conquer, to slay, to battle, to defeat, to overcome, but we have that in reverse. And we have number 4 with you are epic. I just heard like emperor energy. I don't know if that is because of the number 4. I don't remember, if I'm being honest, but let's not start with that. And we have revenge. So let's see, can you trust this person or not? I think that this is a situation where it's a little bit harder to just, even if they were not good for you, even if they will not, even if you could not trust this person right now, I think that this is a person in your life, like a family member or a specific person that really feels close to you in some way. Well, let's ask the question, what can you trust about this person and what can you not trust about this person? And talking more specifically, are we talking about matters in like love and relationships? Because this, for some of you, could also be your relationship or a specific someone that you are very attached to. I mean, not necessarily attached, but I feel like there's just, it's just not someone you have just met, the other day. It's someone you know quite well. And I think it's hard that even if they, I think this talks more about the understanding that whether you can trust them or not, they were right for you in some kind of way in your life, in whatever for whatever reason they were. Denial, revenge. No, group 1, you cannot trust this person right now. You know, I'm gonna say this for only right now because energy changes, energy shifts. We all change, we all make differences in our life, and we may be able to, you know, be worthy of trust, or not we, but you know, this person may be able to be worthy of your trust after they've really delved into it. I think that right now they're acting really childish. Right now they're acting they're not really giving the attention to you that you deserve, honestly. If there's something that they're doing, I think that it's kind of getting inside their own imagination and kind of not wondering, but imagining that everything is just already good and everything is just right. And the thing is, their energy right now, we have denial and we have conquer in reverse. So they're not in the energy of someone who is able to go against that, what they know is like their inner demons or whatever they may call it. I feel like whatever you may be asking about is like trust in general, and more about this person and not specifically their actions. Like, you are maybe more curious to know. Sorry, I was distracted. I need to focus. I think that you are that kind of reality that they seek or that they want, but when it comes to taking action toward it, they're not doing anything. And I feel like they're just not really showing you that they care at all, or they're not really showing you that they have good intentions, even when they may say, like, I don't want anything bad to happen to you. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to make the same mistake again. But honestly, I feel those are white lies. Or I don't even know about white lies, but they're definitely lies, trying to convince themselves to get to the point of what they're, like, you know, trying to get to what they want to do. But I don't know, like, this person, I can really understand why you do not want to, why you really want to trust this person, why you really want to keep believing in them. And it's not wrong to keep believing in them. I mean, you can do that because I think they're going to get somewhere eventually. But right now, I feel like if you keep on giving them the same amount of energy every single time and they're not giving you anything back in return, then, you know, you deserve better. You deserve that they also put that effort in there as well and not just feel depleted after everything. It may even be that, you know, this person is really a very light creature. Like, they really want to focus on the bright things of life and they really bring out the best in you. And I think that, at least for the most of you, they bring out the best in you. And, you know, I think there is still hope with this person. There is definitely hope with everyone. Well, kind of. I'm not gonna go talk about that, but there's definitely hope that they are able to slay the monsters. They're able to get away from it. But right now, they may even be giving you right now like the silent treatment for some of you, because they just don't want to face the things that they're I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. For some of you, you can kind of trust them, but only if there is this, if you really feel, not because you want to feel it, but because you really feel that they really want to try, that they really feel like trying. What I can say, you can trust them to make the right decision for themselves when it's time. But right now, when they're kind of in a foggy kind of state, not really knowing where to go, although they know very well where to go, I think it may get difficult. Like, they're not in that awareness yet about what is, like, they're not even fighting against the feeling of, you know, they are not even trying to figure out what is hiding underneath the surface, figuring out why they're not even taking action. I'm being reminded of like a child that is not wanting to clean up the room because they're just busy playing around on their, I don't know, on their iPhone or on like just playing and just having other things on their mind, and they're just like, oh, it will be later, like I will do that later. And so why are they here then? So what makes them, I feel they're like, I think they're scared. I think they're scared of something. I think they're even scared of maybe figuring out their inner child, or their childlike nature, how they used to act like in the past. They're not ready yet to take the necessary action. So it's a little bit of a yes no kind of thing, because it kind of depends for every single person. There's two sides of this. Like, there's this one side where they want to do it, but there's the other side of them trying to deny it and force it away and not take a bigger look at it or a deeper look at it. Okay, they're not doing this on purpose, but this is a thing that they need to deal with on their own. I'm sorry to say this, but what I can say, you cannot really help them except for trying to be there, for them, but not letting them take advantage of you just because they're feeling bad. Like, there has to be other ways of figuring out how to get through this without every time like lending money or making false promises that they are not going to keep. Like, what if they actually try to make a promise not to somebody else, because obviously that's just not really, doing much for them. But what if they will promise something to themselves? This could be a parent child like situation, not because of the child magical, because I'm just getting this stubborn energy like I'm just not in the mood to do anything because I am just not in the mood to do it. Like I rather want to do these other things. And there is not a way how we can tell them to just kind of suck it up and just deal with it, because everyone has their own things going on, and it may be hard for them. And honestly, until they're recognizing and possibly even apologizing to you, you cannot trust them. All right. So let's now ask what you can expect from them with all of this. This is a deck that I bought, and it was expensive. And it actually is a, love kind of based deck, but I'm going to use it because it's one of the most dramatic decks that I have. So bear with me. All right, what can you expect from them with all of this? If you want to know what the decks are, if you want to know what the decks are called, like, I have them all in my description box for you. Okay, we have this come out in reverse. We have the contestant, and I think this is the Fool in reverse, which, yeah, you cannot, well, I don't know about trusting them, but I know that if you are expecting something out of them, I don't think that you can trust them to fulfill that, or to go through with that expectation or that promise that they made. So no, I don't think that you can trust this right now. Like, not that this person is not worthy of trust or, compassion or anything, but with what they're doing, or the non-action that they're taking. I'm hearing the song Christmas Time from Bryan Adams, and I don't know if this has anything to do with like with the month of Christmas, because honestly this can be a timeless reading. So I don't know what, oh my gosh, I don't know when you're gonna watch this. We have the 10, wait, this is a major arcana card. Crap, I want to know. Okay, wait. Okay, 1 second. We have the Wheel of Fortune upright. Okay, cannot see it from here. Why not just make my life easier, and yours too? Well, I don't know. I hope this reading does in some kind of way, but I'm not counting on it, honestly. So what else can you expect from them with all of this? And we have the Host in reverse, which is number 5. And I don't know number 5, but I think it's the Hierophant. So let's find out. Yeah, it's the Hierophant. Okay, Hierophant in reverse. Okay. So what you need to know about what you can expect from them right now. At the back of the deck, we have the Page of Mirrors, which is Page of Swords, and it says the Gossip. So no, I don't think that you can trust them right now. For some of you, it's a little bit more intense than the others, a little bit more dramatic situation. For the others of you, it feels really like a I just heard a childish brat, but I'm not gonna say that, or, well, I actually did, but I'm not gonna, that's not what I wanted to say. What I was gonna say is like someone who is just acting really childish and not wanting to change, or not wanting to do something out of pure stubbornness, and just not wanting to see what is behind the wheel. I don't know why I needed to say that, but the wheel, I guess. All right. I think that what you can expect from them, first off, with the Fool in reverse, so the contestant, I think, is that they're not ready yet. They're, whatever you may want from them, or whatever you may think about, or whatever your question is about, they're not ready for that yet. Especially when it's talking about like growing up. Will this person grow up? Well, maybe eventually. I think that you can kind of expect everything or nothing with this person, or kind of, the Wheel of Fortune talks about inevitable, well, not inevitable, but more like, please listen. I'm just gonna read what it says in the book. Luck of the draw, moment of truth, turning point. Okay. In this universe of love, it's anyone's game. The heart wants what it wants. Hey, the song from Selena Gomez, The Heart Wants What It Wants. I don't know if that is significant. And genuine. Connections are hard to deny. Fortunately, it just takes one lucky shot. The appearance of a date card or an opportunity for some quality one-on-one time could really open the doors to possibly romance, if this is talking about a romantic situation. If not, then just ignore all of this and set the course for the most favorable outcome. So it does not, this does not necessarily have to talk about like romance, but what you can expect, like changes are gonna happen and things are gonna go all right. Like you can expect things to turn out in your favor when it comes to this person. But I think what right now is needed most is letting someone kind of, I'm not going to tell you if you are a parent and someone, like if you are a parent, or, then I'm not going to tell you how to go with your children or with the people in your life. I don't know. And if this is about that, but I feel like this is mostly about recognizing that you cannot force someone to grow up, or you cannot force even a child to do something that they just don't want, or that they are just not able to see or believe in yet. Like, even if this is for their highest good, and even if it would benefit their situation, if they will understand you a little bit more. But I think that right now they're just not, before they can actually learn more about, like, either you are trying to introduce them to something, like maybe even therapy, or a certain belief, or some may call it superstition, or just some kind of belief in something that exists outside of we humans and stuff like that. I don't know how to explain, but I think they're needing to come to terms with that. In order for things to go better, they need to take action. They need to take their I just heard they need to get their head out of their ass and kind of make their own make their own experiences and learn it themselves, because right now they're still trying to figure out what their path is and where they want to go, and what is right for them and what feels right to them. I feel like this person is just trying to, stay true to themselves right now. Not true to themselves. It's more like, there's a stubborn streak here about this person not wanting to develop something that could be useful, or participate in something that is meant for them to learn about something. They need to come to their own terms about this, and even if they're right now at a road in their life, like again, like if this is talking about, if this is a parent-child relationship, then please do not take my word for it, because I'm trying to channel um, for adult people mostly. I mean, it's going to be a little bit more complicated. Like if it's for your child, then try to let them make their own experiences. That's all I'm going to say. When it comes to a relationship or anything else, like something platonic or even romantic, and it's an adult relationship, or when they're, or people who are able to make their own decisions kind of relationships, then I would say let them kind of deal with their own shit, and don't try to go back to them like all the time to figure it out, because I guess like that makes them more distanced. I'm trying. All right. No, I think they need to make their own experience. And right now they're kind of trying to figure themselves out, whether this is in a way that supports them or not. But right now they're mostly trying to deny or trying to force something away. And if that's their way, then I think, you cannot trust this person right now when it comes to the needs or desires that you have when it comes to this relationship. Like, they're not going to be able to do anything about that. So now I'm just gonna take 3 advice cards, or what kind of cards, if it resonates, if it makes you feel better, then it was worth it, I guess. So for first is, all I desire is on its way to me. So maybe this is talking about, that whatever is going to happen is going to turn out in your favor. Like, even if it's right now out of your reach, I think it's going to happen. Right now you cannot trust this person, but you will be able to do that after this change, or after this transition of something, or after they have made it clear that they understood, or that they are, that the message is coming through. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. So as well as to this person, like, I think like this person can really get to work when they're finally surrounded with themselves. Not to say that you're all around them all the time, but it's more like I don't think you have any control over what is going on. What you can do, though, is be there for yourself and accept that right now what you want from them, or what you seek, or what you need, or what you are asking about when it comes to them is just not trustworthy right now. It's just not safe for you. Well, I'm not going to say it's dangerous, but it's not going to be beneficial for you, if that makes sense. Then we have malachite. Like, you may want to have malachite, or, well, need is a strong word, but maybe this crystal helps you in some way. What it is, with its trademark acid, I don't know, it's acid, trip, swirls, money green malachite is an electrifying mesmerizer with a high copper content. Always good for moving energy and making things happen. Like, all right, who needs it? The overflowing in creativity but lacking in follow through. The all business all the time said. The overflowing creativity but lacking in follow through. This is talking about this person, clearly. Well, this really reminds me of this person. I'll just say that. Where to put it? If you're trading cryptocurrency, writing television pilots, or starting up the next tech giant, try some malachite in your workspace. When you use it. When a concrete jungle has you disconnected from the earth beneath it. When you've just got to have the money, the power, and all the glory, come at it with the hard-forward, sustainable energy courtesy of malachite. Claim your success. And my kitchen is making weird noises. All right, so group 1, I think I'm going to end your reading here. I am thanking you so much for watching and letting me read for you. I hope this resonated or helped in any way. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you are watching this video. And I hope you come back in one of my next readings. So thanks for watching. Hi Group 2, welcome to your reading and thank you so much for being here. So this is going to be all about whether you can trust this person on your mind right now. So I'm going to start immediately with looking at the energy of this person and what you need to know about it and whether you can actually trust them or not. So for their main energy, we have the damsel in reverse, waiting for a knight to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusion. So this may be a romantic situation right here. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Yeah. No place like home with number 15. Wait, what? Oh, right. Disengage. To disown something that is not aligned with who you are. To disagree, to step away from a toxic influence, to take a break. With boundary as well. The now in reverse with number 47. And criticism. Okay, so can you trust this person or not? So let's just let me just first off say that that I think that this person has some really unhealthy coping mechanisms, and I think that this person tends to look for relationships to get out of what is bothering them. Can you trust them right now? No. This person they're not a bad person, but they're using their possibly even their charm or their way through life, and they're doing that in a way that is providing help constantly from other people. This person may be in love with the idea of love and like with the idea of being in love and having a loving relationship. Well, actually, no, I do not think that you can, at least you cannot trust to be in a relationship with them, if that is the question. Right now, they're really more focused on purely focusing on possibly even the past and what has happened to them. And they are not necessarily re-experiencing them, but I think they've gotten really comfortable with depending on other people, especially when it comes to romantic partners. Having a wrong or having you know, having a romantic illusion or waiting for a knight to provide for you. So waiting for someone to take care of them. But what the thing is, like, this is a situation where I feel like this person wants a relationship so they will not feel alone, or where they will not feel criticized, where they feel like if they have a relationship, then they are worthy. It could possibly be that you have already noticed that this person has some trust issues with you or with someone else, or that they lash out at people sometimes. To them, love and relationships and having someone by their side is so important that they kind of forget the realism around them and engage themselves so much in drama sometimes, even that they may forget that they're not in a TV show and that they're not in a movie and that they're in real life, and that they don't need to act as if the world is going down, you know, like as if they have nothing else kind of to live for. And that's kind of, you know, it's kind of a lot. But I think that there is still a little part of them that understands that what they do sometimes is a lot, and they know that they lash out at people, or that they lash out at you, or that they do or say things that they don't really mean. I'm hearing the song Run Into You by Clara May, I think. If not, then. And I was also being reminded of I'm Sorry That I Do That. That's a song. I don't know the name. There's like a I think female singer. I don't know her name. I don't know her name, but the song is called I'm Sorry That I Do That. This may resonate a lot. It's kind of hard to say if they are literally untrustworthy or not, or that you can trust this person or not. But what I can say is that their main focus right now, and yeah, they're working on it. I'm not going to say they're not doing that, but their main focus right now is to have something when it comes to a relationship, being very focused on wanting a relationship, not being necessarily aware of what kind of risk that, you know, brings with them, with just going into another relationship. Maybe it's just about a physical connection and they just want to feel something. I don't know what has happened or why they are doing this. I think this is a lot about there are a lot of abandonment issues, if that is the case. A lot of things that they do not necessarily always understand, or they tend to say something before someone else can say something to them, or leaving before someone else can leave them, in that kind of scenario. So the interesting part is that also with group 1, there is a part where they're aware of that there are things that they need to change, or things that are not always as dramatic as they as they might imagine or fantasize about. So now I'm gonna go ask what you can expect from them through or with all of this being said. And we have the 2 of Pentacles with final 2. Okay. Oh. What can you expect from this person right now? Oh, wait. The rose ceremony, excuse me. All right. Which is Judgment. Okay, I need to say this. Judgment hangs in the air as roses are offered and accepted. The ripples of such major decisions are felt by all. As clarity comes with this life-changing call, trust that this outcome serves the right reasons and the highest good of all involved. Move forward on your path by accepting your fate with class and elegance, which does not exist. Elegance, I don't know what it is. Never used that, nor in my readings. Alright, so what can you expect from them with all of this? And we have the 10 of Mirrors with the 10 of Swords. Alright, with Rejected. Oh, and at the back we have the 8 of Roses with Leap of Faith. Isn't the isn't the 8 of Roses like the 8 of Wands? Now I need to know. Okay, yeah. Alright. Alright, so I think that what you can expect from them right now is that through all their effort, and right now it's going well, you know that when they have done something before, they are really able to do something like that again, even if they promised to not do that and they say like, I learned and I changed. This could be a situation. I just saw a scene where like a girl stood in front of like a boy's house and was like begging for him to come back to her or something like that. This could be a situation where that actually is the case. Like one of you is like both of you are like, not in a relationship anymore, or you broke up and maybe you want to know like how they're doing, and the answer is, well, they're doing fine, but you cannot trust them when it comes to anything related to love and relationships, because they're still kind of in that. They're still working through that. When it comes to that, I just feel like there was some kind of either sorry, weird sounds in the background, some kind of breakup or some kind of distancing from one another. You may soon realize that things are going actually quite fast, and you'll notice how either time flew by, or how much better it was for you to really, like, what you can expect is for them to do the same thing to you than, with what they did before. Maybe not necessarily the same. Maybe they're also going to apologize. Doesn't really matter. What I feel is that this person is not ready. You cannot trust this person when it comes to especially relationships, or a relationship with you, because for some of you it may sound like they're being clingy and they're not wanting to let you go and that stuff, and it may actually be a very good decision if you are asking yourself like, should I actually let this person go, like when you are already like doubting if staying with them is going to be helpful or beneficial for the both of you. I think that you already know the answer, and you already know that you cannot trust this person if that is the case. This person will lie and not necessarily take advantage of you, but just to either get you back, not necessarily to control you, but to just have you back and just feel as if they're worthy again. I think they have a lot of issues, and I think that you will soon realize why this all happened, or not necessarily why, but how this has maybe cleared up some space for people who are better fitting for your circumstances or your desires or needs or how you are as a person. You know that you cannot stand this. You know that you are not able to deal with this. This is tiring. It may even have made you like really somber and very depressed even, like it may have made you like it's almost as if this person kind of sucked you into their energy field, and that just was not the best that they should have done. I think that that was kind of, you know, that didn't really help. So let's just now look at some advice or anything else you need to know about this person, or anything else that wants to come through. So I am compassionate with myself. It takes time to heal. So I think this is also a message about this person. Like, even if this person has done some shitty things, I think that right now they're healing and they're not in the best place yet. And things will change for them too if that is the case. Like, if you want to know how they're doing, like, they're gonna do much better very soon, because I think they're gonna have like some kind of wake-up call or some kind of thing happening that makes them realize, like, makes them reflect a lot on what has happened and what they can do to prevent that, actively doing that, and not just saying that they will do that, but also, doing it. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. I think this could be talking about not focusing on this person as much anymore, and that may be hard for some of you, or that may, for some of you, or for a lot of you, this may feel natural. Like, you're not very busy with like thinking about them that much, but still, to know that what you are doing for yourself is something that is, that you are doing very well. Like, don't let this person tell you that you are the one who has ruined things or whatever, when actually it's not their it's just their fear and their pain screaming, and it's not their truth. They don't believe that. They're just, projecting everything that they feel onto you to make them feel better, if that makes sense. All right, and we have howlites, so crystal that you may want to look into, or you may want to purchase or something, because it may be helpful. But whatever the case, there's a message here. So what is it? Howlite, also known as white turquoise. It's all about reveling in simplicity. I don't know if I said that right, but I think we're just gonna have to deal with that. Often the real power exists in what's left out. See Japanese aesthetics, Swedish interiors. Howlite's dreamy slate cleaning energy helps you discern exactly what you don't need, so you can train your focus on exactly what you do. This is literally like, if you put your focus on what you actually want, like, it's not necessarily about wanting this relationship back that you have had before, but about wanting a relationship that actually is going to benefit you and that you are actually seeking, without feeling as if you are either someone's doormat or as if you are just being there to be someone's puppet or something. I don't know if that's how you felt, but all right. Who needs it? Overstimulated minimalists living in a maximalist world. Wow, that was a mouthful. Wherever you need some, where to put it? Wherever you need some breathing room, you really need a breather. You really need to take a breather. I'm just being called to say, like, if you feel like when you are at your job, and especially when it's like a desk job, and you feel like a panic attack is coming up, to excuse yourself and to not just kind of hold back or whatever, to really just take some time for yourself to gather yourself. Even if other people are there, like, if there's something that is most important, it's not about someone buying some of your products or some of the company's things or whatever. It's about you and your health, because if you were not there, then you will not be able to do that job anyways. So when to use it? When you need a break from the never-ending onslaught of DMs, meeting requests, and trending stories. Less is more, none is most. How I can help? Onslaught of DMs. This person may be really, like, I just heard attacking you, but this person may, well, I'm not laughing because, like, it's funny that they are attacking you, but, like, it sounded really dramatic. I mean, if that is the case, then it would kind of match their energy, I guess. Not wanting to be disrespectful, but it is what it is, I guess. But you may be even, like, receiving a lot of DMs or just calls, or them like, I want you back, and all that shit, and you really need a break from them and from your own mind and what is happening in your life. So group 2, I think that is all that I'm seeing here. So thank you so much for watching and letting me read for you. I hope this resonated and helped in any way. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you're watching this video. And I hope you come back in one of my next readings. So thanks for watching. Hi, Group 3. Welcome to your reading, and thank you so much for being here. So this is going to be about, can you trust the person on your mind right now? So I'm going to start immediately with the cards that I shuffled for you, which are going to represent their energy right now, and we're going to go take a look at whether you can trust this person or not. So for their main energy, we have the Judge in reverse, offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. They're not literally like, no, necessarily like misusing business or whatever. I think that this is talking about them being really pessimistic and offering a little bit of advice that may not be helpful sometimes. All right, then we have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Between worlds with number 3. Then we have potential. What powers and opportunities are waiting to be explored, activated, and manifested? What is the trajectory of expansion? How will you choose to shine and grow with light work? And then we have, what do you really want? With number 27. Oh. Or like, is someone like eating like like cotton candy? I just heard that. I was just being reminded of cotton candy for some kind of reason. And then we have guilt. Well, yeah, guilt, regret. Can you trust this person? Interestingly, I cannot say for sure like whether you can trust them or not, but I'm getting an energy of someone who has done a lot of shitty things. And someone who, like, whether this is toward you or something else, I'm not gonna be able to say whether you can fully trust this person or not. What I can say is that you can give them, or try to give them, a chance to make things right, or to explain or apologize. I think that they have some things, if they have something to say to you, I think that it will be very helpful, or it will be very enlightening for some kind of reason, because they have something to say that is actually helpful. I think right now they're in the energy of really shifting from one side to the other, and first they were very pessimistic, which is interesting because as I said with this card before, like with the Judge being in reverse, I don't feel like they're unjustful, but I think that they have been that way in the past, and I can say right now that for some, they may not really have a good reputation, whether it comes to this is talking about like a society of some way, or they don't really have a good reputation with you, like, you know, a lot of things that they did, and maybe that's just something that they really are, yeah, they feel really, well, I think it's all kind of the same kind of thing. There is guilt, there's regret, there is possibly even shame. I think that right now they're in the transition from getting, from seeing things clearly for what they are, and from understanding what they are feeling and what you were feeling, and knowing right now what they are feeling and what they actually want in this situation. I think that it will be much, I think right now, you can kind of trust them. And when I'm saying kind of, I mean this person has done some shitty things, but they're ready to make things right. We have the potential card, and I think that this is talking about the potential of them, that you can actually trust them again. I'm specifically picking up on like a young, so not young, but like a young energy, from like a masculine energy, so to speak, which does not talk about like just which does not talk about your gender or identity or how you identify yourself. This is an energy about being in the present, like Emperor energy, Queen of Wands energy, King of Wands energy as well. What I can say is that I think you can trust this person much more than you trusted them in the past. I think that in the past they did not deserve your trust. And now that they're actively trying to change, like I'm constantly being reminded of like bad memories, and not necessarily like my own. Like I'm being reminded of like energies or events that have happened in like either movies or not real movies, but like as if I'm seeing like scenes from what has happened like with you or something like that. Not necessarily like you, but like the kind of energy where I think that someone else, well, that's nice. I think that someone else shut someone out because of their own ego or their own things happening, and their own fears. And I think I'm just gonna put this on. I think that right now they're starting to understand what this has done to you specifically. They've tried to ignore it, but I don't think that is possible anymore. Right now, they're already with their head, you know, in the clear space. So I think that they're already actively making changes, and they're already starting to feel the change, or you may be able to see that they have shifted or changed. But they're right now still in the energy of feeling extremely uncomfortable when it comes to what they have done. I think that you can trust them. It's more of a maybe than a complete yes. But I'll say yes because this person is really wanting to not even change for necessarily you, but actually wanting to change for themselves. So they have themselves to be able to get back to when things don't go the way they want, so they don't feel as if they're dependent on other people. The thing is that what I'm getting is that they have never really needed to be to be that independent that they were acting like they were all cool and acting like they didn't need help. And now that with what is going on in here, I think that they are like almost asking for help, like, but this is more like spirit answering, like they're like, maybe they're even praying and you're not used to that. I don't know if you were coming from like a church, or I don't know if you have whatever believe you and this person has, but definitely regretting a lot of their actions, and definitely recognizing that whatever has happened still is a lot in their mind, and they can't shake it and they can't undo. You know, I know that I cannot change the past. They know that. And they've accepted it. They're not trying to like, you know, act as if it's not there. Like, if you will talk with them about it, you're gonna see clearly, like, they're gonna be affected by it. Like, not that they're gonna be lashing out at you. I don't really feel that. What I feel is that they will like either show up like a little bit of a sad face, or, you know, like if like someone who feels guilty for what has happened. I kind of feel like that. What can I say about this right now? It is safe to come toward them. It is safe to talk to them. They will more than likely say like, what is on their mind. And I think that they just want, like, not necessarily a shoulder to cry on, but to let out what they have been like feeling all this time and what they feel so sorry about. Like they want to express it in some way. Like maybe this could be like really toward you, but this could also be like in general, like they just feel like they have done a lot of stupid shit in the past. So now let's go take a look at the tarot part. This is the Final Rose Tarot. But if you, I don't know, but I'm gonna put this in the description box so you will know what the decks are called. I always do that. All right, so what can you expect from this person through with all of this being said, mentioned? What can you expect from them? We have number 16 with send home. Which I think is interesting. This really reminds me, like, how they're like holding their face. Like, it really reminds me of the energy that they're in. Like, oh fuck, I really messed up. I want to know what this means. Let's see. We have the Tower. Yeah. Okay. I know enough. All right. What else can you expect from this person? What can you expect from them with all of this? Oh, too many. What can you expect from them with all of this? Oh, and we have the fans in reverse. What, number 21? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Also need to know what this is talking about. And we have the World. Okay, that's really cool. Okay. Don't really know what the fans have anything to do with that, but oh well. Maybe they're there to congratulate like their favorite celebrity on their newest movie that they've just completed, since the World is talking about completion. Okay, what else can you expect from this person after all of this being mentioned? No. And we have opening up with number 8. Let's see what this is talking about. Wait, is this all major arcana right now? Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, why did it? Oh, okay. I have like this, I write down these little notes in these little booklets to know for sure what card this is talking about. Okay, so this is strength. Okay. So what you can expect from them right now is to kind of crash down. And this does not mean that they're like gonna crash down like literally. Like that's just, no. That's not what tarot means. Tarot is like energies, not literal happenings. I mean, that will be kind of creepy, but that's not how I interpret my tarot cards. But so we have the fans with the World, with the Tower, then we have the World, and then we have strength. So what I can see through this is that this person, either this is already happening, like they're already in this regret. So I think they're already like starting to recognize like the shit they've been, the wrongdoings. I just heard. But more specifically, this Tower, they're gonna have more Tower moments when it comes to the situation and when it comes to what they have done. Like, they're going to really realize how fucked up a lot of things were, what they did. And I think that they'll understand that this was important for them to find out, since this helped them grow and this helped them, oh my gosh, like opening up. Like, this also talks, like, not necessarily opening up, but also talking about, you know, like, this is the strain card. So, and I was talking about this person being more like the kind of person who will, like, want to do everything on their own because they're just so super independent and shit like that. And I guess they're starting to get out of that and realizing that they don't need to be forceful, they don't need to be strong, they don't need to be the power boss. They don't need to do something specific or use force in any kind of way to get what they want, or to make people understand, or anything, to even understand themselves, like, or to make themselves understand, like, why it is maybe so hard for them. Right now, they're not really able to think straight, though. So I would say, like, this person is understanding a lot of things, but I think that this person needs to be alone for a few moments to kind of see it through and make them, and let themselves learn these lessons, and not make you and not try to help them through this, because this is seriously something that they need to do on their own. This is something, it's not easy, but there are many things in life that are not easy, and we all have to go through them sometimes. And I think that this person is realizing that they not necessarily have to make up for what they did, but they do have to realize the shit that they've done, and what this means for them right now. And this means for them right now that they're able to be, like, you can expect them to be more kind, you can expect them to be more soft, to be more gentle, to be patient with you. Like, strength is all about compassion. Like, I see strength right now, like, recently I made a discovery, like, strength to me means, like, a very either specific bond, or either a very specific bond with yourself, to not freak out when something doesn't go your way, to try and, you know, stay patient and not make yourself fly out of your pants. I don't even know why I said that, but to not make yourself get so upset about something, when peace will be so much more beneficial for you, and compassion, when I understand sometimes it's really, really hard, but the more they're faced with it, the more they will understand that there's a different way of trying this. And I think that this person is undergoing this procedure. This person is kind of closing up this chapter. What you can expect is that they will be sorry and they will apologize, if that will be the case, if that's what they're going to do, because this is not a prediction about what they're necessarily going to do. It's like what you can expect and whether you can trust this person. And I think, yeah, but still be not necessarily guarded, but still don't let yourself be swayed away by how they're looking, or how they literally look at you, or how sad they're talking, or, you know, like how sappy they're talking. I don't know. And I'm not trying to, like, make light of this situation, but it's just, think of yourself first before doing something that you possibly, maybe, regret later on. So let's now take a look at some advice, and I already shuffled them for you. So this could be about anything, by the way. Situations don't hurt, expectations do. Which is interesting, because this is about expectations. Like, like what you can expect is that there will be a change, but don't get too excited, you know, don't get too excited about like this going to the right direction, that you forget to take care of yourself, or that you forget that you still need to take it easy to build that trust up. You cannot, I'm not going to say like, yeah, just go trust them. What I'm going to say is like, let yourself be guided by how you really feel and how your intuition is reacting to this and reacting to them. You don't need to contact them. You don't need to do something. It will turn out eventually. And they will say that eventually. And I'm feeling called to say, like, maybe even not, but still, that doesn't, you know, mean that they are not sorry. Because right now they're in the energy that they're very sorry. I don't know what they did. I don't know what has happened, but they're sorry. And they know they can't change this anymore. They know they can't undo this. But what you need to focus on is not on specifically like each other, but more on what you can do for yourself to make the situation easier for yourself. Again, don't use force, but try to be kind to yourself and use self-care and you know, train your self-love. I don't know how to explain. All right, then we have true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. That's also what they're right now dealing with, and what they're are going to deal with. And I think this is for both of you. You may even also regret like you know, what you have done, or you may even regret ever having met this person. But I think there's a lot about healing and a lot about that going on. And I think you can trust that this person is going to put themselves in better situations from now on, but don't expect things to happen. Like, don't think that it's going to necessarily happen very soon or something like that, but they are busy with it. Then we have for crystal that you might want to either purchase, or maybe that will be beneficial or helpful to you. And it says what it is. I see selenite is a form of gypsum with a calm, cool, and collected vibe. Who needs it? Healers, believers, the currently cleansing. Literally, we are talking about, you know, healing and cleansing. Okay. Where to put it? Wherever you want the slate wiped clean. Or like your bedside table after a brutal work week, or around your apartment after somebody extra shady visits. Ooh, yeah, maybe that, you know, could be it talking about them. When you use it, when you move into a new space and want any lingering bad juju to vamoose. When you pray to gods above, you don't need to, but when you pray to a loving source that you feel connected to. When you've been working with crystals and want to clear away energy they've picked up in the process, give them a gentle tap with selenite. Clear your path to enlightenment. So it's difficult to say like completely like you can trust them or not, but what I can say, you can trust that they're going to make the right decisions for themselves, and do not put any expectations onto them, because then you're kind of doing the same as they did in the past, like trying to put expectations on whatever they're doing and trying to control or something like that, you know, like have a specific outcome in your mind and not link or not, you know, being flexible for anything else. So group 3, I think I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you so much for watching and letting me read for you. I hope this resonated and helped in any way. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you're watching this video, and I hope you come back in one of my next readings. So thanks for watching. Hi group 4, welcome to your reading and thank you so much for being here. So this is going to be all about whether you can trust this person right now. So I'm gonna start immediately with the with the with the cards that I shuffled for you. Sorry, my neighbors are making some weird noises. Like, not that, but some weird noises. Let's just start with their main energy, and we have the warrior with light attributes, strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. All right. It really vibes with the table. The color, I mean. Sorry, matches with the table. We have death in reverse with I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. All right, then we have 15 with message in a bottle. I am glad this one is upright. Then we have lead, to be the role model, to set an example, to facilitate, to show the way, to steer toward the right direction, success. Sacred mirrors with number 33. And unworthiness. Okay. Okay. Even if they aren't sometimes let's see. Okay. Okay. So group 4. Group 4, can you trust this person? I think you can. This person is a very kind person, and this person is really a tough leader who really does not want anything bad to happen to other people. They spread across a good message, and they seem to show a part of yourself that may be hard to bear, but I think that if they are aware of that, and I think this person is very aware, this could actually be a love connection for some of you. If not, then just, you know, that's just not for you. I think this person has been a really strong individual for a very long time. And when I say that, I mean whatever they tried, or whatever they did, which usually turned out in a really good way, because I think this person actively likes showing up a mirror in front of other people and explaining through that what they are kind of doing with their life and how that is benefiting them. This person can be like a tough nut to crack, or this person can be a little bit hard, or has maybe like, you know, hard shell, soft heart. I don't know if that is the actual phrase or how that actually sounds when it comes to English or American language or whatever, but it's like they have a tough exterior and they're really strong. Like, I'm not gonna deny, like, they're not a softie. Nobody's a softie, but you know what I mean. It's more like when they have something on their mind, they're gonna do it. The only thing, because the death card is in reverse and says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings, and I'm trying to kind of find out what this means. Okay. I think that they actively hold on to scars that they may not tell anyone about, or they may, because they may think that it could be that their messages and their advice to other people could be very beneficial for their growth, because they may know about their story. I don't think they're gonna like say this to every freaking person, but they have the tendency to make other people feel worthy. They have the tendency to make other people feel as if they are listened to, as if they really care about their opinion, or as if they really care about their well-being. And the reason why they are doing this, and I definitely think, yeah, you can trust this person. This person, like, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Like, this person knows exactly how it feels to not be worthy. They know exactly, they got it all the way back from home, like they've gone a long way, and maybe they're at the exact different state. Like maybe they lived in Europe and now they live in Canada or in China. I don't know. Like they're, well, I don't know anything about that kind of stuff when it comes to countries and shit. But for me, like I live in Europe, I live in the Netherlands. So if I will go to Canada, that will be like a whole other kind of universe to me. So maybe it was hard also for them to kind of find their pace since they felt like they didn't fit in, but this made a reason why they are so strong, and why they also want to motivate the people around them. I think they could be a mentor of some kind, or some kind of guardian in some kind of way. Um, and or a janitor, like even that. um and I think they're just someone, they want to be like not looked up to necessarily, they want to help the people, um or just people in general, especially when it comes to younger ones, find their voice within themselves, and not be um not let the others seek, or not necessarily seek like validation from the people that really do not deserve to even have their attention. I think this person really actively wants to make sure that the people around them are safe, and that they feel like they're at home. Like if there's someone new in the place that they're at, like they will be the one who's gonna like lead them around, or give them hints or advice about the whole place or where they live, because they know how it feels to feel, how it feels to be new. They know how it feels to know nothing or feel like they're nothing. They know exactly how it is. And this is their drive. This is not, and why I'm like because the death card right now just talks about not ending things, or not stopping, or not trying over, or not new beginning. And this is not about them like not wanting to be flexible, but this is about them not wanting to stop how they how they are pursuing their life right now. They're spreading the message, and I really feel like people like them, like I hate to say this, but this has taught them a lesson, um and they really don't deserve to still keep hanging in this. They deserve to also feel better about this, so they can let go, that they have to care for people in some kind of way, or that they need to be strong for others, when they actually can also be like able to let go for other people. You can trust this person. Did I say that before? I think I did, but I'm gonna repeat it. I think you can trust this person, because this person has no bad intentions. This person doesn't even have hidden bad intentions. This person only wants to help other people, um, when it comes to their past, and they want to do exactly what their parents or their society or their friends did not do. They want to be that person for other people, not necessarily like to be their dad, or to be their parent, or to be their friend or lover or whatever. But this talks about like definitely knowing that there are people outside, um, especially the least that you would expect, to be able to have trust that there are people who want the best. And sometimes this can mean that responsibilities, they like like people kind of put their responsibilities on this person, and this person, they kind of feel good with that. They kind of feel like this is exactly what they want to do. They want to be able to help in a way that has never been done in a way before, but I think they're overdoing it sometimes. So let's just see. I don't know whether you know this person or not. Maybe you have just met this person and you're like, who is this? Maybe this is just like a family member and they've come like a long way. This could be a long distance relationship, or situationship, or it could even be like a friend that is long distance. Like, you don't necessarily need to have a romantic relationship with someone who is from far away. All right, so what can you expect from them with all of this? Whoa, okay, too many. We're gonna try again. What can you expect from this person with all of this being mentioned? We have the Queen of Flutes, which is... what the heck is flutes? Isn't flutes like cups? Let's see. Yeah, it's cups. Oh, the Queen of Cups. Well, I've been picking up on the right energy, that's for sure. I'm glad. All right, there we go. The Caregiver, and I love how his hand is like holding the heart. Like, this deck can be cute. All right, so what can you expect from them with all of this? Now I'm hearing the song Message in a Bottle from Taylor Swift. Oh my gosh, okay. So maybe you'll receive, or you're waiting for a message from them. I don't know. Then we have the Rose Ceremony. Interesting. I think that either group, I don't know if it was group 2 or group 3, but those got also got the Rose Ceremony, which is judgment. What can you expect from them? I just heard the message that you will actually teach them something new. And they're going to be so surprised by this. And I think that they're going to be really, really thankful. Like, I think this will be something that either you will do, or I think that it will be you, but I'm not sure about this. Like, either it's not even that you have something to say, but I think that you bring forward a message, or you bring an energy that they just really resonate with. And I think like they always lacked being understood by others, but they made others feel understood. So I think that they needed that care as well, and maybe you will remind them of that. All right, so what else can you expect from them with all of this being mentioned? Keep hearing the same song. Too many. There we go. And we have the Ace of Rings, which with the Ace of Pentacles. So if this is a romantic situation, it could be that, oh my god, I just heard, like, if you are going to be like that one who says like, hey, I am kind of interested in you, or I would like to know more about you, I think they will be totally shocked if this is a romantic situation. And they're going to be so over the clouds, not because necessarily like they want someone to understand, or they want someone to like them for who they are, but I just feel like with that, just with saying that, I think that no one has said that, they will view something in a whole different way. And then we have the Six of Flutes with butterflies. Oh, like butterflies. It's mostly talking about, like, I know this is a very dramatic but also romantic deck, but if it's not a romantic situation, then just, you know, forget that part, or just ignore that. But either you will say something or do something for them that will really catch them off guard. It may be for some of you, if it is a romantic situation, that for some of you, you may even know this person from the past, but that's not for every single one of you. But what I wanted to say is that you could actually have, like with the Ace of Rings, it says first date. So, you know, could be that you may be having a first date with this person, and it will be really, really exciting and really, I don't know, just memories come back of happy memories or happy emotions, things that just feel new. All right, so with the rose ceremony, this is talking like judgment. So I already felt like an energy of, excuse me, I'm doing two things at once. Okay, there we go. All right, so there's just this energy of, I think what you can expect from this person, well, they are gonna keep like being kind and keep being the person that they are. You can also expect something from them. Like you can expect them to make a move on you, actually, because what you can expect from them, you can expect them to do something nice for you, or to make something clear in some kind of way. I think that you two do have like something in common when it comes to each other. I think they have the tendency to just give other people the vibe that they are understood, but with this, it's like reciprocated. It's like from both sides. It's either a romantic connection, it could also be a friendship, it could just feel like a soulmate, or just be feeling like you are understood, whether you believe in soulmates or not. That has nothing to do with being understood. I mean, I'm not going to talk about that. Although soulmates have the tendency to really understand each other on a deep level, but that's, again, I'm not going to talk about that. I just wanted to make that clear. The rose ceremony, which is the judgment card, talks usually about a whole new way of either looking at things or seeing things or living. A whole new way of, well, not necessarily changes, but something or someone may spark something, or may do something, or may say something that may feel really new and really something that you needed to hear at that moment for some kind of reason. And for some of you, it's like you are going to say that to them. For some of you, it's going to be like them toward you. And for others of you, it's both toward each other, especially with the Six of Flutes. I think it will be a very kind and very sweet moment of appreciation for one another, whether this is family, whether this is romantic. For most of you, I'm getting a romantic situation, but for others, it could be just like some kind of, not necessarily, but a mentor. I don't know, or I feel like someone will say to the other, like, you have been really helpful to me, and I want you to know that I really care about you. Something like that. Something like that will be said. Like, you can expect that things, you can definitely trust this person. This person is not gonna let you down. This person is not gonna easily just give up, or just, okay, sorry. This person's not just easily gonna just walk away. And this is generally speaking as well. So they're definitely the person who gives more than they take, because they know how it feels when things are taken from them. I think that you two will really resonate with another very well. Again, if you are unsure whether you can trust this person, I think that either they are going to show you that you can trust them, or you are going to see life prove of it, or not, because for everyone's different. But you can definitely expect for things to, like, there's not going to necessarily going to be like a change, but there's going to be like an output of, or a revelation, not necessarily, well, it could be revelation, especially with the judgment card here, of emotions. If this is a love situation, it could be that you can expect them to open up about their feelings, and to show you their care and how much they care about you. If not, then I feel like it's just talking about telling one another how much they appreciate one another, or just coming clean with look at this, indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. And this is a shadow attribute, so this is absolutely the opposite of what they are. Like, you can trust this person, okay? What can I say more? What you can expect is things to take shape in a physical form, okay? Like, as I said before, like maybe proof in whatever way. Like, they're more of the leader, so I'm not going to be surprised if they are going to be one who is like they're not one to hold back out of fear, or I don't know, they're like the best kind of example for any kind of person. Well, not necessarily the best, but they're a good example from, even if they've really had a fucked up life, that they can still go to great lengths and still have be an amazing person after that. All right, so let's look at some advice, because this was a whole lot. This can be about this person, this can be about this connection, or anything else. So I deserve better. So with number 43, I think this is talking about both of you. I think this is talking about whatever has gone on. This is not necessarily talking about you, that you deserve better than this person. This is talking about well, what is coming through to me is that you deserve better, and they also deserve better. Not like when it comes to you too, but like, you are not unworthy. You always deserve the best. And like, when you feel like you are in a shitty situation, then you are, and you don't need to be in that situation. Like, I mean, yeah, you can learn a lot of things, but you don't need to suffer to be able to experience joy. You deserve better than what you have right now. If you are not happy, then you definitely deserve better. Then we have, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. And I think this is not necessarily all talking about meditation and prayer. I think that this is talking about the effect that both of you have on each other and also on the world, like in general. Like, that you two can create, like, maybe you think that I was talking about you the entire time, and that is the case, and there is like an indication of mirroring going on for every single group, by the way. But with this, I felt it was very necessary to say, like, you can trust them. They're such a beautiful person, honestly. All right, and a crystal that may help you, or maybe beneficial, just be helpful toward you, is the diamond. Well, yeah, okay, it could be diamond, but we have a diamond card. What it is, set in engagement rings, tiaras, and iced out chains. If you two have a relationship, all right, and this person is ace of rings, this could also indicate some kind of change when it comes to commitment in bigger kind of way, but I'm not gonna try and spoil anything. This girl's best friend, hold on, not just a girl, every single person that loves a diamond, best friend. Of gemstones is the hardest naturally occurring material on planet Earth. Diamonds are more than just status symbols encrusted on the ridge. Their radiant energy clears away spiritual cloud cover, so you can bask in the purest light. Who needs it? Who doesn't? I don't know where to put it. Wherever you'd like to bling. Wherever you'd like to bling, group. Or sorry, sorry. Okay, when you use it, well, you've just got to keep it icy when you don't want to make your intentions perfectly clear. when it's time to beam your own unique light through the darkness for all to see. Own it with diamond. Shine your brightest. I think this is talking about like if you felt like you were not competent or not, or you were not good enough. And also this goes for the person that you are asking about. Both of you deserve better, and both of you deserve to show what you feel and to share what you feel and to exist in the world, and not just exist to survive, but to exist to also have fun and also enjoy your life on Earth. Oh, all right, group 4. I think I'm going to end your reading here. I am thanking you so much for watching and letting me read for you. I hope this reading resonated in any way, and I hope it helped in any way. I really hope. I really do. I really hope that. Do hope that. Okay, English. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you are watching this video, and I hope you come back in one of my next readings. So thanks for watching. Hi group 5, welcome to your reading, and thank you so much for being here. So this is going to be all about whether you can trust this person on your mind, the person on your mind right now, or not. So I'm going to start immediately by taking a look at the cards that I shuffled for you. Oh, sorry, I thought, huh? Oh, that's just me not really, you know, let's just forget that ever happened and let's just move on with the reading. So for their main energy, we have the Liberator with shadow attributes because it was in reverse. Imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate. Ignoring legitimate constraints. All right. Okay. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. This does not necessarily talk about like you two being friends. Like that's not necessarily about that. Then we have peace in reverse with number 23. All right. Why is this? Okay, that's for the first. I was putting it really close up to the crystals, to the thing. Then we have fear. What are you afraid of? What do you perceive to be the worst case scenario? What are you desperately trying to avoid and fight against right now? What is triggering and dysregulating your nervous system? With shadow work. Then we have Soul on Fire, number 38. And then we have Validation. Okay. I just heard this person has trust issues, but we'll get that into a second, or not. I don't know whether I'll forget or not. So let's start with the Liberator in reverse right here, because in light attributes we have freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. Shadow attributes, imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate. Ignoring legitimate constraints. Okay. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So you could be friends, of course, but that's not necessarily what the cards are talking about. So what I can say at first, they do not have bad intentions. But what I can also say is that they're not entirely sure what sometimes is enough, what sometimes is not really respectful toward either you or someone else. And I think they're aware of this. And I think excuse me, been a long day. I think that this person is afraid of this person is not entirely, like, not necessarily afraid of shadow work. It's not necessarily, although we have shadow work here, but that just is extra energy or an extra topic in their energy field. And definitely feeling like, definitely like sensing that there is a reason why they do these things, and they're not doing it like on purpose to bother other people. I think they want to be a guiding light for others, and I think they want to show others that they can live much better than they deserve. But sometimes they bring up like addictions and say that, like, I'm not gonna say, you know, like they bring up things like addictions and that's bad and shit, because I mean, you know, you do what you have, whatever you want, but that can have a bad influence on people who really do not understand these things and do not really have a choice for themselves. And they may sometimes give bad advice because they no, they don't do that out of wanting to bother other people. Like, this person, some may even call them an angel. You may even call them an angel. But I think that this person has given you some vibes recently, or some weird kind of, like, you feel like they don't really have a restraint, or they don't really know where to stop sometimes, and you don't know how to explain it, and you cannot really badmouth it, because you know that this person is living just like their own life, and you know that you can't really say like they should stop that. At least I think you do. That's the energy that's coming through the most. Like, you understand it, but it's also confusing, because on one hand, this person is wanting to have everything going in a way that is fine, but on the other hand, they're seeking for something that is outside of your control. Not gonna say that they're asking that from you, but they want to be some kind of role model for other people. Yeah, they don't know where is enough. So maybe they keep asking for the same kind of thing. Or they keep doing the same kind of thing. Like, I'm being reminded of something from my past, like that someone will just keep on like coming to me and like tell me about how shitty their day was and how much drama they had. And I don't know, you just notice that there's a shift in their not, well, it could be their appearance as well. Like, they just made a recent change, and now they're suddenly wanting to start either all over again, because I think that they were tripping on something that they were not wanting to see. Okay, so now I'm getting the picture. I feel like this person has recently found out something about themselves that really freaks them out. It could even be that they watched a tarot video, tarot reading, and that freaked them out as well. This is just, you just know this person, or you don't, but I'm getting that you know this person for most of you, and you just feel like whatever you knew from them is not gone, but it's different, it's weird, it's changed. I think that they're usually the upright version. They really don't really care about expectations. They want to show others how it is to to not believe in these things anymore. And right now, it's like their motivation is gone in some kind of way. So instead of talking about it, I feel they're just too afraid to ever bring it up, because if they do, then they're already accepting it into their life, or accepting it into their mind space. To them, it feels like, if I shut up and don't talk about it, then people will not notice, and it will eventually leave my mind, which that's That's just not gonna happen. That's not how our brain works. We may get nightmares, we may get weird dreams, we may get just weird hits, we may change in our behavior, things we react to what we learn. Like, it's not going to be unlearned. Like, what we learn in this human life that we are in is not, like, no matter how much you want to change that, no matter how much you want to push that away, it's gonna come back crawling, and it's not gonna be funny, because the more you push it away, the heavier it's gonna be, because ego also has a part in it. And I'm not talking about someone being egotistical or selfish or, you know, that kind of stuff. This ego talks about like our like walls or protective walls that have been created through hurt and pain and traumatic experiences, and anything that really has gotten to us in a bad way, that has made us feel that we are not enough, or that we are not this or not that, you know, that has made us feel bad about ourselves in some kind of way. So when it comes to what they're so afraid of, well, I definitely will say, well, I just saw a scene in front of me, like, what will happen if you will talk to them. It definitely has something to do with the way that you are introducing the topic. Like, if you're immediately coming up with, hey, I know what you were hiding, or shit like that, I don't know if they're gonna react to that very well. I think that they're gonna project their own mask onto you and say that you are acting weird, or that you are doing something. And they're not doing that to wanting to manipulate you, but or wanting to hurt you or lead you on a wrong path. I just think that they need a little bit of help in being introduced to that topic, and knowing that it is fine, and that it is okay to talk about it, and that if we experience something that we also do not enjoy, which them, because they don't like what they have experienced or what they have found out about, is either about themselves or it's about something close to them, and they're just not very comfortable with whatever change has happened. Okay, wow, okay, I just saw something really, really awful. Does it feel as if this person's like spirit or their life force has been robbed away from them? If that feels that way, I will be a little bit concerned, because it could be that they're not wanting to talk about something. Maybe they made a mistake with how they approached someone, and this someone has not really been very kind to either your friend or this person that you're talking about. And I think this has left quite a scar on this. Well, not scar, but an effect on their mood. Like, they may feel as if they're needing to be very cautious around you or people. I think what is going on in their life is, like, even if they try to show off that they're really doing good and they're really peaceful, they're not. I feel like they're also afraid of ruining something with someone, like either with a partner that they have, or with a friend that they have, or they just feel like this person could have done something not so well, or could have, like, I'm being reminded of like summer vacation, and you're like hanging out with friends and with people that you're into or attracted to or whatever. And I feel like this person, like, I just saw a scene that this person has made some kind of, or took some kind of risk, or was not really very cautious when it comes to their own safety and did something or let something happen that was not really meant to happen. But that is only for some of you, or a very small amount of you, because of course not everyone is going to be, you know, experiencing, there could be some heavy things going on. There could also be some heavy energetic things going on, like some things around them changed in general, and they don't really know how to deal with it. So maybe it's something about their family, maybe something about their parents or their siblings or their friends. It has to do with something that they're very close to. And I think that when they tell someone that they feel somehow uncomfortable or not safe anymore. It's weird because all I can pick up on is that this person has some, well, for some of you, some heavy shit going on in their life right now. If you need an explanation for why they did what they did, they were acting purely out of fear to ruin something or to hide something away that should not be spoken about. For a very small amount of you, it could be that they are experiencing bullying or some other things that are not very nice to experience. So, my gosh, what can you, well, can you trust this person? You can, like, I'm picking up on that they're, like, acting a little bit guilty or a little bit strange, and you don't really trust that, and there's a good reason for that, because you feel like something is just not right. Something has changed, something is different. They rather talk over it, but you still know what is up in some kind of way. I think that force will never work, or force will feel very forced, or force, or trying to make them do something, or make them tell something. That I don't think that's gonna work very well, because that's just not, their way of usually doing things like that. Like, I think you need to show them who they used to be, to kind of get them back in their shoes, like remind them, like, what has changed, or something has changed, and I feel the change, and something like that. Maybe that will help. If you can like trust them right now. You can trust their energy, but not their words. I think you can trust you can trust your own energy. You can trust what you are feeling. For some of you, it's like really that they're hiding away, like they're hiding something from you. And if that is the case, then no, you cannot trust them. Okay, I just heard the message. They're not like hiding something from you that, like, they're not specifically like hiding something from you. Like, they're just hiding something in general, something about themselves or their own life that they don't want to talk about, out of fear that people will not accept it, or that you do not understand them, or that you think they're being dramatic. I think they have dealt with a lot of people who did not, really believe in them, or did not really show trust in them. And no matter, like, they were strong through that, and they knew that that was just bullshit and that they should trust themselves. But right now, I think that something catched a weak spot. All right, so what can you expect from them with all of this? There is not a clear answer. This is a maybe. There is no yes or no. This is a maybe. I cannot say yes or no because it's very strange. You really need to talk with them about it, and then you can, you know, get back to your intuition to see, you know, whether you believe them or not. I think that what is most significant and what is really needing, what really needs to happen is that you definitely trust your own gut instinct, because you feel weird around this person all of a sudden. Like you feel like you, it's all like, maybe like this is a weird example, but it felt like before all of this, it felt like you could just walk around in a room or your home naked and you would not care if they would see you, or vice versa. And now it feels like it's so restrained and so distant and so like, no, don't come close to me, don't do that, don't do this. That's the kind of energy that's going on. Like, I would really say do not be too worried, because you know, you can try to explain to them that they can talk about anything. If you are a good friend of them, you know, then you may know them a little better than I do. So whatever feels right to you, do that. And if you don't know, then I think that the message will be, let them come to you. I think that you can trust them, but there's no specific answer whether it's actually a yes or a no. But I think it's more talking about fear and the feeling that you've been having about this person. It's true, it's weird, and it's different. But yeah, don't think that it's just in your head. Don't think that it's just your imagination, because what you've been picking up on is actually real badass and really, really impressive. And, you know, not everyone would pick up on that or care about that, because people are stupid sometimes. But, oh well. What can you expect from them with all of this being here? I just heard party. Like maybe they were like someone who really loved like going to parties, and now I just heard the word party pooper. So I don't know, they just seem really out of their own vibe, as if they're just not themselves. All right, we have 5 of Rings with insecure, and we have the 5 of Pentacles, which talks about the feeling of being left out, for what you can expect from them. I'll get back to that in a second. All right, what else can group 5 expect from them with all of this? Okay, I'll take this. I don't trust it. Okay, let's try that again. All right, and we have the End with Death, number 13. I actually want a clarifier for that. Clarifier for Death. And what can you expect from them with all of this? And we have the Host with the Hierophant, and this is an upright. And at the back of the deck, we have the 6 of Flutes, which is the 6 of Cups, which is talking about memories and cuteness and crushes and shit. Oh my god. Okay. I'm getting something else. For some of you, it could be that they're acting weird because they have a crush on you. So random, but for like a small amount of you, it could be that they're acting weird around you and afraid to ruin the friendship because of what they feel right now. And through that, they may act weird and as if they're not even themselves. All right. And for Ace of Rose, we have first impression rose. And it's a clarifier for the end. All right. Okay, so the death card is also a card about, you know, new beginnings, and what has happened before is not there anymore, and new beginning must start. I was rhyming just a few seconds ago, but that was not intended. All right, what you can expect. They're feeling a little bit out of their, well, they are feeling a little bit out of their own league. They're feeling a little bit out of their own power, or as if things are just kind of, you know, not really in their favor. Looking a little bit like they don't really have anybody to share this with. I think that is the case. Yeah, for some of you, it could really be that they're really trying to hardcore hide their crush for you, or hide weird feelings, or even it could be that it's like a same-sex situation and they may feel weird, or you may feel weird around them, and it's like, what is happening? What's happening? So the reason why an end will occur is because there will be a new beginning, because there is something either exchanged. For some of you, it could actually be like feelings or attraction exchanged, or some sort of inspired action. The reason for the death here is because the Ace of Roses, which is the Ace of Wands, talks about inspiration, talks about new ideas and new opportunities, possibly, especially when it comes to your way of kind of like I feel like the Wands is talking about like life force, the feeling we have, like the motivation, the inspiration we have. And I feel like there's just a new kind of way of living, or a new kind of part of them, and they're kind of they want to they don't know what is happening with themselves. Like, they're acting weird, and they're acting a little bit more dramatic than usual, and it's just not, or they're acting a little more protective than usual, or just, I don't know, like, just different, and you've noticed that. And I think the reason why this change is coming is because they are taking one step closer. They're actively taking a step closer to take that chance, or making the change, or embracing the new them in some kind of way. At first it was a little bit different, and I think the reason why it was so hard is because they did not really know where they were going to go with their life, kind of, and now it took a whole turn in some way, and things are just not as usual as they were. And I think that this person is starting to understand that their life is going in a whole different kind of direction, and they don't actually mind it. The only thing that they are so worried about is changing something, or when they are embracing this, they may feel like maybe this is not just a new beginning for me, but maybe this is also an end for me and this person, because maybe I feel more like I've been born in a woman body, and I feel more like I am actually a man right now, and you know, like, or vice versa, or I just feel like I am not one of those. I feel like I am just a non-binary being, just a person with, you know, with you know, a human. Just, it's not about like necessarily a gender. And I think that they're either going to express it and they're going to talk about it, but I think that right now you can trust them, you can trust this person, but you need to give them some time in some kind of way, for some kind of reason, I wanted to say, because I think they're starting to what you can expect from them is that they will somehow be so much more put together in some kind of way. Like maybe they were recognizing a shadow part of themselves, and that made them realize something that they did not realize before. I do understand why I was not picking up on this earlier. All right, so this could be talking about a new kind of relationship that will be building up with the two of you, or there was distance because there was just something going on in this person's life, and you can trust them. They're just going through a lot right now, and they're not wanting to hurt you or deceive you. Like, if there's one thing that they're actually really afraid of, is to lose you, because you are a great person for them. Like, you really make them feel like you belong, but they don't want to feel like they're faking anything anymore, or as if they're saying things that they actually do not really believe in anymore. Like, their whole kind of view could have changed, and that is a lot. It's a lot to deal with. So now we'll just look into this part with advice cards, some cards that may help you with this situation, or with a situation that's going on with you, but could resonate for all parts. So for the first card, we have number 4. Did we have number 4 before? Help. I am open and willing to live my life in new ways. And I literally was just saying that this person is making changes in their life, and they're wanting to go, and they're making actively like changes to live more like aligned, to live in the way that is more aligned with their truth and what they actually believe and feel within them. So I think that both of your lives is either going to change, or their life is definitely going to take a turn for the best, because I really feel like whatever this person is accepting into their existence, into a new part of their life, they're closing a chapter and they're starting a new one, and they want to leave behind what is not necessary for them anymore. Then we have, my capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. And I feel like they're right now in the energy of trying to find their power, of trying to find their kind of voice within everything that's going on right now. Because I think that their mind could get a lot in their way, because I did actually get the 8 of Swords before, like, or did I show that to group 4? I don't remember, but it was there was like an 8 of Swords part. Like, whether this happened in this group or not, I'm gonna mention it because I totally forgot. And I feel like this is not right. This was your group, okay? This is not in your head. Like, what you've been feeling, like this change, it's weird and it's different, and you just don't really see them in the way, either you don't really see them in the way that you did before, or them, or both of you. So then we have Jasper. What is Jasper? Jasper describes a huge variety of opaque quartz stones. I'm not the best in reading some words. From Picasso, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Jasper, I'm gonna be prolific, okay, to Mookite Jasper, I'm gonna lay low and power up. To Red Jasper, you're gonna want to move out of my way. Out of my way. These earthy babies help align us to our core powers. Who needs it? Air signs and city folks. So if that's freaking you out because you may be living in a city, you're welcome. Where to put it? Wherever you are when you'd rather be barefoot, pulling vibes from the earth below. Think white sand, green grass, yoga mat. Although that's not really from the earth, but you know, I think you know what it means. All right, when to use it? Ow. When you want to get back into your body after a stressful work week, a long flight, or a lit meditation session. Strengthen your foundation. I hope that resonated for you. I think this is mostly talking about, you know, it's a little bit weird right now, but it's gonna turn out fine. I think you can trust this person. They're just really going through a really weird kind of change. Like they're gonna change, in some parts of them that you may or may not like will maybe not be as they were before. So, group 5, I think I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you so much for watching and letting me read for you. I hope this all resonated or helped in any way to understand what is going on. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you are watching this video, and I hope you come back in one of my next readings. So thanks for watching.